Hi, my name is Jeff Pfeiffer. I'm an attorney here at the Lopez Law Group. I specialize in personal injury actions here in the state of Florida, whether that be an auto accident, a slip and fall, a dog bite, or any other situation that you might find yourself in where you've been injured due to somebody else's negligence. This is our podcast series. This is where we try to answer a lot of questions that we get initially by clients when they come in. The goal of this series is to educate the public and kind of ease some of those concerns and maybe answer some of those questions before you actually come into the office and sit down with us for that consultation. One of those questions that I get all the time is, well, what is a statute of limitation? We hear that term thrown around a lot, and a lot of clients aren't really familiar with what that means. What does it have to do with my case? And how will it impact my matter moving forward? So, in its simplest form, a statute of limitation is just it's a deadline that you have to file a lawsuit. So, if a statute of limitations, if you happen to go beyond that deadline, you would be forbidden from filing a lawsuit. In Florida, it used to be 4 years. The law has recently changed now for personal injury cases. It is now 2 years. So that's important for you because obviously after an accident, you have to evaluate whether it's something that you're going to move forward with. Whether you're feeling hurt, whether you're feeling injured, whether you need treatment, ultimately how much of that treatment do you need, how long is it going to take you to recover. Maybe you're evaluating whether you truly want to file a legal action, you want to give it some time to see if you're feeling better, but it should be, you should remember it's very important to understand what that statute of limitations is, because if you wait too long, you may be barred from forever coming back and actually filing a lawsuit against that at-fault party. So like I said, it used to be 4 years, now it's 2 years. So if somebody were to come in today and say, I was involved in an accident yesterday, I really have 2 years to decide, are we going to be able to file that lawsuit or not? And ultimately, if that 2 years expires, then you would not be able to file a lawsuit against that individual. So we have 2 years from the date that you come in to get you treating, figure out what your injuries are, try to settle it with an insurance company before we actually have to file a lawsuit. And then ultimately we'll get a better idea of what does an offer look like? Is it something that we can settle for? And 2 years, I know it seems like a long time, but when somebody's going to the doctor regularly, especially if they've been recommended for some injection therapy or an actual surgery or an operation, some of those things take time to develop. You could be looking at 1 to 2 years before you ultimately need that operation. You're going to have to, go through chiropractic care, potential injection therapy. If you fail all of those attempts to make you feel better and you're still feeling the effects of the accident, then at that point it's something that you may be a candidate for an operation to ultimately alleviate some of that pain. And it may be a year and a half or so before we get to that point. But ultimately, any attorney that you go with needs to understand that you only have 2 years from the date of that accident with which to file the lawsuit. If you decide to hold off and wait and that 2 year date comes and goes, then unfortunately, you would be forever barred from coming back on that person that caused the accident. 5 years from now, you may begin to start to notice the effects of the accident. You may start to feel sore, but at that point, it would have been too late. You'd have been 3 years too late if you wait 5 years from today to go after somebody for an auto accident. So it's important to know what that is. Again, that's the statute of limitations. It used to be 4 years. If you read something online, the law has recently just changed here in the state of Florida. It is no longer 4 years, so make sure you're looking at the right material. It has now been shortened to 2. So we always recommend that if you have been involved in an auto accident, that you contact an attorney as soon as possible so they can get the ball rolling. We can figure out within that 2 year deadline whether or not it's something that we're going to be filing a lawsuit on. Like I said, if you wait 2 years and 1 day, it's going to be too late. At that point, there would be nothing that our office could do for you as far as trying to get you some compensation for those injuries. So we always recommend, if you've been involved in an accident, give us a call. We're here 24/7. Give us a call on our main line. I'd be more than happy to talk with you about your accident, your slip and fall, your dog bite, whatever may have happened to you. Get some more information about it, figure out who the at-fault party is, and just see if there's any way that we can help you. If we can get you some compensation for your injuries, help you get set up with some treatment, that's something that our office can handle. Our phone number is 727-933-0015. Go ahead and give us a call. Thanks.